Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for viewing this video. Today we're going to be making a highly requested lamb karahi. Now every British Indian restaurant, they have their own style. They might cut the onions a bit different, they might cut the peppers, but this is how we do it, and we've done it successfully for 42 years. So 2 teaspoons of oil you need, 2 teaspoons of garlic and ginger paste, 4 teaspoons of tomato puree. I've shown you how to make these two. About half an onion, a quarter of green pepper, a quarter of red pepper. You might need a little bit less, but it doesn't matter too much. 2 sprinkles of coriander, 2 teaspoons of desi style mixed powder, about 5-6 pieces of pre-cooked lamb. So yeah, sorry, I forgot 5-6 pieces of pre-cooked lamb, which I'll show you how to make. About half a pint of base gravy. We're going to first start with the onion. So you want to cut it in half. And then you want quite chunky pieces. Okay. Quite big. You don't want it thin. Now how you put it in biryanis and stuff, not as thin as that. So, I mean, that was quite a small onion, so I've used the whole one. I won't probably need all of it actually, but there you go. So, you know, that's probably about 1 centimetre sort of width. Then you've got your pepper. So I don't think that was even a quarter. So about, you know, that kind of size. Again, same chunky sizes you want, quite big. That's your green done. We've got our red pepper here. Again, quite chunky sizes there. You've got quite chunky sizes of pepper and thing. So that's the kind of the only prep stuff you need to do, and the others should be. So we've got our oil, about a couple of teaspoons. It's good not to put too much oil at the start because it will float on top of the curry and it would just look very oily. So put a little amount to start with. You can always put a bit more in. Your garlic ginger paste. Okay. And then we've got our cut up peppers and onions. And that's got to cook a little bit. You can add a tiny bit of salt. I didn't put it on there. We normally don't. But if you need it to cook, slightly faster, add a tiny bit of salt. That'll caramelise the onions a bit quicker. Be careful not to add too much salt in because the base gravy's got salt. Your pre-cooked lamb has got salt. So I tend not to put any more added salt in. But I mean, out of every dish, taste a little bit. See if there's enough salt in there. If not, then put more in. So that's caramelising quite nicely. You can really smell the onions and the peppers. It's a really nice smell. But normally with our commercial cookers, that would just cook within 30-45 seconds. And then the onions and peppers should just separate out. Can you see that it's just coming along nicely now? That's really just cooking. Onions are separating out. That's it. Just stabbing it and just stabbing it lightly. Just separate, get the onion chunks in. If you think it's burning a little bit, either lower the gas or just add a touch of oil so it doesn't stick on the pan. Oh, that's really nice. That's really smell that onion flavour. Then we have our tomato puree. You can put 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces, however much you like. I'm just going to put about 4 because it's a demo. Normally in a restaurant we'll put about 6 to 8 pieces. We have our magic desi style mix powder, a couple of spoons of that. That's your main flavour, so make sure you've got enough in there. And we've got our base gravy. It's quite a dry-ish dish, so try not to put too much in. But if you do like a saucy, we do get a lot of requests like, could you make extra saucy? And everyone has their own opinion how they like their food. So now that's just going to cook nice and slowly. Before you do put the lamb there, make sure your onions and peppers have gone a little bit soft. Mine, as you can see, mine's quite shiny, so it's got enough oil in it. If yours is a bit of a flat colour, just add a touch of oil, give it that gloss, and it would just look far better. So I don't know if I've said it, but make sure you comment, subscribe, like, ask me any questions, I'll try and get back to you. Any requests. I know some of you guys have been asking me a lot of questions, and I've tried to get back to everyone. I think I have got back to everyone, so keep subscribing. Right. What you want to do is stab the lamb and make sure it's soft. Can you see that's just breaking quite easy? I've just broke that in half. So that means it's done. Just going to add a touch of base gravy. It's dried up slightly. I think some people put a couple of pieces of tomato. Some people put, but we don't do it in our restaurant, so you can add a couple of sliced tomatoes if you want. Then add a bit of coriander towards the end. Let the coriander just cook in. See, if you can see, it's not really running with lots of sauce, because karahi is a dry dish. It's not like a madras or a vindaloo, which is full of sauce, or a korma. It's like a jalfrezi karahi comes quite dry. I think stabbing the lamb, that's quite soft. So that looks done. Ready, and it's bubbling nicely. Can you see the colours as well? The green, the red, the lamb, the onions. It's just really nice colour. That looks pretty done to me. We're just gonna so just a sprinkle of coriander on top, and there you have it, a really beautiful flavoured lamb karahi. Really nice, lots of flavours going on there. You've got the green peppers, red peppers, the lamb, the onions, the coriander, the spices. Smells really nice, the coriander smell.